Okay, Virgo, you are getting a super quick reading. You're going to get the quickest reading out of everyone because I have a very simple, quick message for you today, and that is basically just listen to your goddamn intuition. This week is very, very spiritual for you, and your spirituality is really going to actually help you in your career. And the more you guys trust and have faith in spirit, the more you guys are going to have a successful career. And that sounds kind of silly because you guys are Virgos, and I know that you hate that shit. But the truth is that you need to meet spirit halfway. And basically, look, we have the Two of Cups and we have the Hermit card coming out for you. So this is definitely a week for you to go inwards and to listen to spirit. Sorry about my dog. But it's definitely a week for you to pay attention to what is coming through for you psychically and to really spend time in meditation. I wanted to say as much meditation as possible. So it's definitely a very potent time if you actually let yourself chill out and meditate. And if you actually allow yourself moments to breathe. I feel like you guys are always trying to go so fucking hard, especially because you have this major T-square this week between Pluto in Aquarius in your 6th house, Mars in Taurus in your 9th house, and the Moon in Leo in your 12th house. So that is like really pushing you to work out how you're going to start taking care of yourself in regards to your lifestyle and your daily routine and your career and basically everything in between. It's kind of like this energy of you needing to push nowhere near as hard as you've been pushing, because like I was saying, with Pluto being in the 6th house and that T-square being there, it feels like since Pluto's moved into your 6th house in February, it's like this massive switch up in your desires for what it is that you want work-wise. I feel like you guys are actually thinking about your lifestyle more so than the achievements and the legacy. It's like, how do I actually want to live? How do I actually want to be in my everyday life? Instead of being like, I just want to be a big successful author, or I want to be a big successful entrepreneur or something. It's like, no, actually, I want to be someone that is literally living my days in joy and that feels really like at peace instead of being so chaotic. Pluto being in your 6th house now is about like no longer having a chaotic lifestyle whatsoever. You've had Pluto in the 5th house in Capricorn since 2008. So that's a major lesson in you following your heart in regards to your career. And there's probably been a lot of fails. There's probably been a lot of losses. And I feel like at this point this week is like you being with the T-square. It's like you being really, really open and aware to them and seeing these failures for what they are, which is actually opportunities for you to find what truly works for you. It's about not needing everything to look a certain way in order for it to be deemed successful. You guys are successful because you keep trying, because you keep getting up and you keep going, and you know, you literally only fail when you give up. We have the World card and we have Temperance coming out for you. So I love this energy. You have 3 major arcanas out, so it's definitely a big week for you, Virgo, because I think you're actually going to be finally allowing yourselves the rest and the recuperation that you need. I feel like this T-square is going to have you guys like pinging out. It's like, holy shit, I am doing too much in a day, or I am trying to do too much in a day. And you have these squares between the Sun and Mercury Cazimi in your 10th house and Saturn being in your 7th house. So it's definitely, you know, the connections and the partnerships that you have when it comes to your career and business and things like that are definitely going to be putting a little bit of pressure on you this week. That pressure is going to be pushing you into actually listening to your gut and actually listening to your heart and actually listening to the voice of spirit, you know, God, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's really about you not being in this 4 of Cups energy anymore. This 4 of Cups energy is like looking the other way. It's like blocking your own blessings. This is about accepting your blessings, receiving your blessings, and being open to receiving blessings instead of like feeling like you don't deserve them because you feel like you haven't worked hard enough for them. You know, the 9th house, Mars is in your 9th house now, and making that massive T-square as it ingresses into your 9th house is going to be putting the pressure on. And it feels like for you, it's like, I need to work so hard. Like, I feel like it's like you feeling like you need to just keep pushing. And that pushing comes from childhood. It comes from childhood wounds and a feeling like you need to create a sense of acceptance. Oh my God, and look, underneath the deck we have the wounded child coming out with the orphan child. And then the nature child as well. So the orphan child says, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. That fear, conquering fear of surviving, makes me think that that's the reason why you feel like you need to work so hard all the time and like be so productive and just keep pushing and pushing and doing, because it feels like that's like a childhood thing. Like maybe you had a parent or someone that didn't work hard enough or worked, you know, too hard, or there was like a weird balance, and so it's like you overcompensating. We have the wounded child coming out that says awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. And that is the thing, you are here to serve other wounded children. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So it's definitely a week that's going to be bringing some shit up, of course. You know, this Cazimi that's happening in your 10th house is sextiling over to Chiron in your 8th. So there's a big opportunity for you guys to actually receive some really beautiful healing this week if you guys allow yourself to actually quiet down, do this hermit's thing. You know, this is the card of Virgo. So this is the card of going within and actually, you know, doing the work to cipher through your own muck and the own mess that you have going on internally with that, you know, T-square to the moon in your 12th, clearing it all out and actually giving yourself a fucking chance. Because you guys have not been giving yourselves a chance for a goddamn long time. The Advocate card says inspires you to put compassion into action. So that compassion has to be for yourself. You can't always be, you know, you are the sign of the servant. So it's almost like you're always trying to serve everyone else. You have Pisces on the 7th house, and that's where Saturn is, and that's where he's squaring your sun. So he's saying that, yes, of service, of course, but like service to an extent, and service that doesn't actually going to deplete you to the point where you can't even function anymore. It's about being in service first to you so that you can take care of the other children that you're here to serve. You know, and all adults really have an inner child. And so I feel as though you guys are here to help heal because you are the sign of the healer. You know, other people who have wounded inner children as well. So, you know, with Pluto moving back into your 5th house, you guys have finally, you know, you guys have done the work with Pluto being there since 2008, like I said. So it's like you guys have seen all of the gross, shitty childhood shit that you've stored away for all this time. And, you know, it's essentially all been dragged up to be dealt with. And so now with Pluto being in the 6th, making this huge connection to your 12th house, it's really like a kind of final, oh my god, I just said final destination. It's kind of like your final opportunity for you guys to really see what it is that you truly want to be helping people heal from, what you truly want to be helping people heal through. It's like getting clear on that by getting clear about what you've needed to heal and understand the most, you know, because we always heal and we always teach what we most need to heal from and what we most need to learn ourselves. We have the White Witch coming out, which says be the light. So it's definitely not with the North Node and Chiron being in your 8th house and the Cazimi making that sextile over to Chiron in your 8th. It's definitely not a week to have that Chiron shit in the 8th come out and say, you know, get really upset and really angry and really stressed out towards the people around you, and especially like at work. It's definitely not a week to like just blow your top, because this is the week where you could blow your top for sure. So with White Witch, it's like be the light, chill out, focus on the positive things. And that's what this reading's all about, with all this you know, spirit energy that I was getting before even like turning the camera on. It was all just like, yo, this is, listen to your songs. Just listen to your songs is all I want to say. But we have Heart Guardian coming out. Someone else got this too. I think it was Aries. It says love and let yourself be loved. And the last card for you guys. Woo. The same cards keep motherfucking coming out. Woo. This card's like come out for everyone. It says trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So that's the thing. With the North Node being in your 8th house, that is the house of merging. It's about, and plus with all this in your 7th, it's definitely about you connecting with other people, and those connections that you have with other people. And, you know, with trading, it's exchanging energy, it's exchanging knowledge, it's exchanging wisdom, it's exchanging you know, things that are actually valuable and are worthwhile. So with Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. It's about you actually focusing on what it is that you want to give with this trader. What do you want to give? How do you want to trade your energy? Because I feel like with this, all this Hermit energy coming through, it's like you getting an opportunity this week to actually shut the fuck up and receive these downloads so that you can start acting upon them coming into next week, you know? Anyway, Virgo, I told you this was going to be the quickest reading out of everyone. I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up because that really helps these readings to reach other beautiful Virgo souls. If you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that down below through the link. I'd like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you and I in all moments for allowing me to receive and to deliver these messages to you. I love you guys. Make sure you check out your channel songs and also your other placements, and I will see you in the next reading. Virgo, peace.